welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara O'Brien. Joining me this week are Andy Parsons, Josh Widdicombe and Ed Byrne, Chris Addison, Hugh Dennis and Hal Cruttenden. We start with a round called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board, 6 categories. Hal, which category would you like?
Sport.
OK, the category is sport. The answer is yoga, sushi and ice. What is the question?
Is this what Eric Pickles uses to deal with trapped wind?
Is it what would the 3 wise men have brought Jesus if he was born in Notting Hill?
You think your Chinese tattoo says keep the faith. What does it actually mean?
Is it in fact just what does Madonna smell of?
Is it 16 years from now, what will my son tell me when I ask him what A-levels he's doing?
Is it name 3 things Nigella won't be asking Charles Saatchi to pay for anymore?
Is it Pingu's Rider?
He does nothing. I'm doing nothing until I get more sushi in here.
What is the strapline to the hit Japanese television programme, The Loose-Limbed Fish Eaters of the Arctic?
Is it what answer will you get if you ask Paris Hilton to name the elements?
Is it, if you own a bar in Soho, what should you call it to guarantee it'll always be chock full of wankers?
Is it simply what are 3 things which are very difficult to sell door to door?
It is name 3 things that can make you lose the feeling in your legs.
Sushi? Yeah. Do you know what sushi actually is?
Is it what Andy Murray uses to keep up his training regime?
It absolutely is. Well done. Yes, the question I was looking for, name 3 things that were part of Andy Murray's preparations for his historic Wimbledon win. This is news that in scorching temperatures, Andy Murray defeated the world #1 Novak Djokovic to become the first British man in 77 years to win the Wimbledon men's singles final. An integral part of helping Murray achieve his success was his health and fitness regime, which included yoga, a 6,000 calorie a day sushi-rich diet and post-match ice baths. Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it?
Did I watch the ice bath?
The ice bath? No, that wasn't broadcast.
Apparently, he actually has ice baths in a wheelie bin. And I think that can't be enjoyable, can it? Particularly if he does it on a Tuesday and gets carried away by the cancer.
It was a historic moment because it was after years of naysaying, years of doubt, years of, can it be done? After 77 years, Andy Murray proved that Scottish people can operate in that temperature.
And
I know, by the way, I know that last year Andy came into the studio after after not winning the final. It's kind of become a little tradition, and I don't want to make a big thing of it, but he's in the back of the room tonight there, enjoying the show so far. Andy, laughing away there. Yes, ha 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 ha! Don't freeze frame it. Don't freeze frame it. It gives it away. Gives it away. Look, we sent the invitation.
He's had a shave since the final. It's amazing.
We're laughing away. He loved that one. Did you like that one as well, Andy? Do you think that's very funny? Laughing away. Very, very good.
The fact that the bloke who was here last year behind him's come back again.
Good to have him back as well. Good to have Terry there. Hiya, Terry. Good to have you here. Yes, he trains using sushi diet. And what they do is they give him a load of sushi and then he has to run around the conveyor belt trying to get it. That's been a major part of his training.
That's why his training is so expensive. Those little plates add up, don't they?
Man, sometimes they go, green plate, and they'll drop all the red plates and just go for green plates and get them instead.
It's actually a really difficult game to understand. And I think they make it deliberately difficult to make it more exclusive. So everyone's going, why does it go 15, 30, and then 40, love, and it's 40, 30, and surely it's 40, 40. And they go, no, don't be silly, it's juice, you peasant. They deliberately have designed it like that, haven't they?
They have made it particularly difficult. What does it go to? What is the mystery number after 40? In my head, it's 60. I've always presumed it's 15, 30, 40, 60. But they never say it.
I know, actually, I genuinely, this isn't funny, this is actually true.
What?
Get off the show! Get off the show!
Do you want me to say this?
fact.
misread the memo of Sunday Sketches. What is it?
I know what it is. It's a clock face, so it's 15, and then it was 30, and then it used to be 45, but they, for some reason, over time, it became 40, so it is 60, so you're right.
Well,
Well, point to Dara's team.
Genuine could win this. At this stage, I'm actually in the lead.
If I wandered into the wrong studio, it's a question of sport.
We're going to play the mystery guest round, and what happens next?
Yeah. Maybe it's Andy Murray. He's still up there laughing away.
You would think, Dara, that maybe if Andy Murray was here, he could have answered your question himself.
Probably. Yeah.
Although he wouldn't. If you'd asked him a question, he'd have gone, "Oh, well... Oh, Christ.
It does, doesn't it? Every time he makes even winning sound like quite depressing. Everything's like, oh well, you know, the first set wasn't so. I've tried to grow a beard. It's just bum fluff. I don't even like tennis. I'm just too scared to tell my mum. I am.
There was a fantastic radio commentary just when he got to the first of the 4 championship points. The commentator said, and now the moment that none of us in our wildest dreams imagined would happen. And you think, you couldn't imagine that the world number 2... You have a very limited imagination. I started thinking, what else is this guy going to be absolutely shocked by? He opens a door with a handle. He goes, never in my wildest dreams did I imagine.
There's a whole other room in here.
It was 50 degrees heat, though, isn't it? And he wasn't wearing a hat. And you're thinking, you know, he's strawberry blonde at best. And Djokovic was wearing a hat. And then I went off to make a cup of tea. I came back, and Murray's wearing a hat, and Djokovic isn't wearing a hat. It seemed like there was only one hat. It was almost like they changed ends, and Djokovic had taken off his hat, was mopping his brow, and Murray had thought, I'm having that.
This kind of idea that there's been 77 years of hurt isn't true, is it? Because
No.
There's been no one who's been going just like walking around. You're right, mate. Sorry, I just remembered we haven't won Wimbledon in 74 years. We're going to have to take the day off work. The pain is too much.
He's only 26. He hasn't been waiting 77 years. Can we just clear that up?
But the Queen, he got a message from the Queen, didn't he? She is like, she's in her 80s. For 77 years, she's been waiting to send that message. And the message she sent was, congratulations for finally succeeding after 77 years. It's a message she'd pre-written for Prince Charles, right?
They say, like, Andy Murray's he's so inspiring because he trains so hard. And I go, that's not inspiring, because that means I don't want to do this. And what would be inspiring if they said, he's not just won Wimbledon, he gets up at 11 o'clock, has a fry-up, then he goes to the leisure centre hungover, and then he goes to Cineworld. And he still wins Wimbledon. They don't go, that's an inspiring guy.
But
Sitting in the chair between hands going... Oh, go out again, go on. Underarm here.
He nearly didn't get to the final, though. Did you watch the semi-final?
Yes.
They brought the roof on, so he was 2 sets up, he was whatever, he was ahead anyway, and they closed the roof, and his whole momentum went. And the reason they closed the roof, it wasn't raining, they didn't close it to stop the rain, they closed it because they thought it might get dark. And you have to have the roof closed to have the lights on. You have to have it shut to turn the lights on. It's the reverse of a fridge.
Have they thought of just turning on the lights?
Apparently the reason why they can't do that is because it's so close to Heathrow, a plane might land on them.
They're not... Planes aren't moths. They don't...
I see how you got that science show now. Planes are not much.
do you know what? It is... The whole thing, though, is going to change Britain. I think that all this week, children will be getting out tennis rackets and they'll be phoning up their local club and finding out it's too expensive to join.
My favourite headline was the Sun. You know, everyone's been looking at all of his preparation, everything that's led up to this, and the Sun had a headline that said Murray's amazing routine that turned him into Superman D, right? Which they think is a pun on Superman and Andy, but actually just makes him sound like the world's campiest superhero. It's a job for Superman D. I do burglars wear those stripes. They are so fat.
Did you see those terrible musical montages at the end of each set? You know, and you're there thinking, well, imagine they did that for us. You know, when somebody here, like, wins a point or something, gives the answer, and then there's this do. You know, it's all in slow motion.
Slow motion.
Then a good week, by the way, for British sport anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Froome...
I love Chris Froome because he's got a name that sounds like what it sounds like when he goes past you. Froome.
France haven't won the Tour de France in 30 years now.
And you think they know their way round.
You know it's there. Because most of the other cyclists go the wrong way around the roundabout. The French guy, I know exactly where to go.
He was raised in South Africa, wasn't he? And the only reason he took up cycling was because he couldn't get into our cricket team. That was the...
I feel
The
sorry.
only reason I'm here is because I couldn't get into Westlife.
At the end of that round, points to Ed, Josh and Andy. Now we play a round called Mock the Creek without a paddle. This game involves Hal and Josh, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is our stand-up challenge. I launch a wheel of news, and whoever chooses to stop one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is the North-South divide. Hal.
The North-South divide, yes. I believe we should build a wall and make it official. I do. Obviously, you know, Northerners can build it. Well, pay for it. But it's all built on stereotypes. The assumptions are all... It's all built on stereotypes. Like, I have relatives in Grimsby who come to London and look for London to fulfil its stereotype. So they walk round going, oh, it's so unfriendly, no one chats to each other. And I say to them, why this constant need to chat? In Grimsby. I said to them, there was a little less chat and a bit more reading. Grimsby could be a cultural and economic superpower, it really could. The assumption is ridiculous, though. The assumption that everybody down south is rich is unfair. Like London, yes, very wealthy city. It's also got the biggest concentration of poverty in the UK is in London. That's a fact. Not me, thank God. God, no. Don't be silly. No. This goes tits up. Mummy bails me out. But, see, maybe that's why I've got a thing about this, because I am from a very middle-class southern family, and I am a bit of a middle-class southern twat. You know, we're one of those families that meet and everything is lovely. It's like, so how are you? Are you well? Yes, I'm lovely. Are you lovely? I'm lovely too. But we're not really lovely. We can't do confrontation, the middle classes. That's why you never see us on the Jeremy Kyle show. Ever, do you? Ever. She's sleeping with your best mate! Well, obviously, I'm not happy about it, Jeremy. It'd be rubbish, wouldn't it? They're having a baby, she stole money off you to buy drugs. She is a bit of a character, isn't she?
Thank you very much, Hal. Well done. Now we're left with Josh. Let's see what you have. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is the home. Josh Whittaker.
My flatmate is kind of filling our kitchen full of all the kind of pointless things my mum has in her home now. I don't know if you've got... We've just got this tea bag saucer, the saucer for tea bags. It's a very useful item. If you haven't got it, what it is, it's a saucer that you keep halfway between your kettle and your bin. And it's basically for when you make a cup of tea and then you get the tea bag, look across at the bin and go... I mean, that's a journey, isn't it? I mean, that's 3 or 4 yards. I mean, I need a stop-off. That's like driving to Leeds. I could die of tiredness. Then you walk halfway, put your tea bag down, go back, pick up your cup of tea and walk past the bin and out the kitchen. All we've done is create a kind of tea bag death row. That's all we've done. We've got our tea bag saucer on our breakfast bar. If you haven't got a breakfast bar, what it is, it's an extra yard of sideboard. And it's for eating your breakfast. It's when you wake up in the morning, you want to eat your breakfast, but you think, bloody hell, it's too early for a table, isn't it? I mean, I can't handle one of them until lunchtime. I mean, what I want is something slightly higher and less comfortable. That's what I'm looking for here. There's one thing I don't want to eat at 8 a.m. It's a bar. That is the reason I feel so shit in the first place.
Well done to both of you. At the end of that round, points to both of you. Come on back. Now we play a game called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teams, what is going on here?
Is this a poster for the film Shakes on a Plane?
I don't know what it is, but whatever he's done, he's thought, I'm going to sit here, the other two windows haven't got curtains.
To me, it looks like an Islamic fundamentalist fruit machine. Someone's got... I'm trying to get 3 beers.
Brilliant. Someone is thinking just 2 more stickers and I'll have completed my Panini World Terrorist sticker.
Is this the new Al Qaeda edition of Guess Who? Does he have a beard? No.
Is this the new design for the new Red Stripe can?
It does look like... It looks like someone's painted the stripe while it's taking off. So sort of...
Just like the shot that's going, no!
Is he doing that joke where he's pretending to walk down the stairs?
Is it, you chose blind date number 2?
Is it a really easy game of Where's Abu?
Is he saying, after flying EasyJet, I admit the West isn't as decadent as I thought?
Is it in fact he's been flying with EasyJet and he's going, damn these airport delays. I was clean shaven when I bought it.
Do you know who he is?
It's Alan Qatada.
It's Alan Qatada, yeah.
Al Qatada.
Isn't he got... It's a lovely name, isn't it? I'm not trying to big him up, but... Abu Qatada. It does sound
is
like...
delightful, yeah.
I
It
always
does
think he sounds like he's like a magician who works on a cruise ship called Abu Car. Is that Abu Car? Ta-da!
I think this is why
I
they
think
didn't
one
want
of
to
the
get rid of him. They've been trying to get rid of him for 8 years, but the first 3 years they just stood over him and went, Abu Qatada. And he wouldn't go.
I think it's brilliant. Everyone's presumed it's what fed his fury at the West is the fact that people kept pronouncing it as Abu Qatada. And again going, no, I do not want any coconuts or a banana. Stop saying have a banana. Why is it news? Why is it news?
Because they when they first started trying to deport him, Fred Perry had just won Wimbledon.
Do you know the real killer? He could deport at 2:46 a.m. like into Sunday. He doesn't know that Murray's won. To him, it's still 77 years apart.
That's not the only reason he's pissed off. He's been here 20 years and they're just getting rid of him just as the sun's come out.
Exactly, yeah. But I've never seen anybody so desperate not to go back to Jordan since Peter Andre. It's...
There it is. There it is.
I wanted it to be like a rom-com and Theresa May was going to change her mind at the last minute and run to the airport. She'd be bashing on the window, going, no! And then she'd turn around and there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I was never leaving.
You know, well, he was actually... They hired a private charter flight, didn't they?
Yeah.
People were going, well, he couldn't really go on a scheduled flight. You aren't going to want to fly with Abu Qatada on the same plane. Although, ironically, it's probably the safest flight you've ever been on.
If they'd put that as the, you know, when you have to click on the plan on the, when you're booking your seat, there'd just be a picture of Abu Qatada. I'm not going to go next to him, I'll upgrade, I think.
I think £7 to get an upgrade.
It cost 50 grand, apparently, to hire a private jet for him to fly. And they were thinking of putting him on Ryanair, but apparently there's a special beard supplement and it would have been...
Where is he heading to now?
He is heading to, is it
Prison.
Mowaca
It's
prison?
Mowacar Prison, yes.
Mowacar prison.
The Telegraph are complaining is too nice.
Yeah, well, the Telegraph's
too
image...
nice a prison.
I think the
It's too
Telegraph
comfy.
presumed, because the prison has, you know...
Well, I think his cell has a bed. They don't hang him upside down from the ceiling.
My favourite one was there's a prison supermarket, and you think, well, there's probably a few things going missing from there, aren't there? There's like one cashier and 43 store detectives.
There's a pottery room as well, and I've just got an image of him making like the scene from Ghost with him, and then Osama bin Laden's ghost in the Patrick Swayze.
And then you've got Abu Hamza's hook to come round.
Ruining it.
Go away!
Whose popularity has risen as a result of his deportation?
Andy Murray.
Andy Murray.
Yeah.
Andy Murray was pretty popular on Saturday, and then he got deported early on Sunday morning, and by Sunday evening, Andy Murray was like the most popular man in the country. Isn't that true, Andy? Andy's having a big laugh about that. Oh, you can't stop it putting on the freeze frame.
It was Theresa May.
It was Theresa May, yeah.
Theresa May, the Home Secretary Theresa May, who is the most extraordinary sounding politician you've ever heard in your life. She constantly talks like that, like she's that far off going batshit. It's really hard being Home Secretary. Stop asking these really difficult questions.
Why has it been a challenging week for Ed Miliband?
Because he's still Ed Miliband.
He's Ed Miliband.
May we have some specifics, please?
Is his brother coming to stay?
How are things in New York? Really good, actually. Yeah. Okay. Oh, really? You think we should move on from this? Okay. Where did Andy have tea the day after his win?
Number 10.
Yes, he did. He went to number 10. Met with political leaders there.
Yeah.
Well, and they laughed. They laughed awkwardly, the political leaders. There they are, all laughing, while Andy Murray looks on going, what happened that you think is so funny? You think nothing amusing has happened? Why are you all laughing? He's still laughing now. Look at him there. There he is, just laughing away. Oh, God, I wish he'd come again this year. He's not on his radar anymore.
The thing was, you know, last year when he lost in his moment of need, we looked after him.
Yeah.
Now he can't be asked, can he? He's swanning with the Prime Minister. He's dead to us.
I prefer to think that we were there when he needed him, and now we let him fly. We let him fly away. Go. If he loves us, he'll come back to us.
I don't think we need to worry. Since he came to see us, he's won the US Open, he's won Olympic gold, he's won Wimbledon. I've heard Arsene Wenger's been on the phone for tickets.
At the end of the round, the poll's going to Ed, Josh and Andy. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics and then we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on daytime TV.
Well, these four date from the early part of last century. Some wear and tear, a little bit of tarnishing there. But please welcome today's loose women.
Welcome to Channel 4 Daytime, or as you said to your boss this morning, working from home.
Well, coming up next, two programmes you don't want to get confused. Escape to the Countryside and Bargain... Hang on.
The next programme is Pointless. It's the Jeremy Kyle Show.
Coming up, Teletubbies Uncut. Yes, you're going to get to see Tinky Winky's Winky and Dipsy's La La.
Next, Judge Judy. I have. She's shit.
Hello and welcome to Let's Decorate the Shit Out of This House. This week we're decorating the shit out of a 3-bed semi in Orpington. So let's do it! Let's decorate the shit out of this house!
Next up, another property programme, which is pretty offensive when we consider you're all unemployed.
Hello, welcome to This Morning. I'm Philip, a man on television, so I can go grey and look older. This is Holly, one wrinkle and she's finished.
So David wanted to retire by the sea, so we advised him to buy in Norwich, because by the time he's retired, the sea will have come to him.
Next on Flog It, the team meet their greatest challenge yet. A dead horse. Greatest.
And now a trip round Dara O'Brien's head in Hare Hunters.
Next up, the Austrian version of Cash in the Attic. It's Family in the Basement.
Hello and welcome to Let's Cook the Shit Out of Some Dinner!
And now on BBC One, let's make an appointment with doctors. If we phone now, we may be able to see them next Thursday.
Welcome to A Place in the Sun, the show that's for people who aren't sure if they want to live in Britain or move abroad. First up, Abu Qatada.
Next up on ITV3, it's a cutting-edge American drama. I'm only joking, it's Taggart again.
Hello and welcome to I'm gonna sell these antiques if it fucking kills me!
OK, the next topic is... unlikely things to hear in hospital.
I'm afraid we've lost him, but in my defence, Dr. Dre is just a stage name.
Right, I'm afraid you have had a stroke, so can you now take your hand out of my trousers?
The good news is I can save your leg. The bad news is I can't save the rest of you.
His heart stop! Quick! Get the defibrillator. Oh, sorry, he's dead.
Look, who's the doctor here, me or you? Seriously, I've been awake for so long I can't even tell anymore.
OK, I think we should remove the mole. How did it get up there?
Welcome to Ashford Hospital. Why not join me in playing Pregnant or Fat?
Now, students, we know the operation has been a failure because we heard a buzzing and his nose lit up.
Welcome to the cardiology unit.
Boom!
No, you've got to leave this afternoon, Mrs. Smith. We need your bed. I'm shagging a nurse in it at 4 o'clock.
Your husband is in a stable condition. His room's filthy and there's horse shit everywhere.
You could look at it that way, or you could think of it as gaining a hook.
To him, that's my former husband. Well, because you asked me to bring in my ex, Ray.
I'm afraid we're a bit short of time today. Do you mind if we pull the sheet over you now?
I'm sorry, we're all full up at A&E. We're going to have to send you to B&Q.
You'll just feel a small prick, and then I'll pull my trousers up and won't bother you again.
Now, what seems to be the Fucking hell!
OK, the boys going to Chris Hugh and Hal. And that's the end of the show. This week's winners are Andy Parsons, Josh Widdicombe and Ed Byrne. Commiserations to Chris Allison, Hugh Dennis and Hal Cruttenden. Thank you for watching. I'm Dara Breen. Good night.
And Dara's back for more mocking at the same time next week. No holding back Lord Sugar next over on BBC One in The Apprentice, Why I Fired Them.